let's talk about Corpus Railjack for a minute. Honestly, if you don't want to hear swear words, this video might not be for you. Fair warning, there probably will be strong language throughout this video. Just so you know. And with that out of the way, let's talk about Corpus Railjack. For those of you unaware, that is where you need to go if you want to farm Sevagoth. Now, you might think, oh hey, it's been a while since you've done that. It's definitely more than a day, eh? Yeah. But let me tell you, this fucking piece of shit farm almost made me take a break again from Warframe. I even streamed one session of me going through one particular mission, which I will show you. So yeah, I had to play Railjack again, right? For this. I was like, okay, I will do that. I made my peace with Railjack. I think, to be fair here, Earth, Venus, and I think even Saturn has Grineer stuff, right? Yeah. The Grineer Railjack is actually quite fun. I know that sounds crazy, but I did really enjoy my time in those missions. I have done some Void Storms in there as well, because I wanted to farm the Epitaph, which we did get, and that's honestly a very cool secondary, and I love it super duper so much. Oh my god, the Epitaph is great. Yeah, and we did farm some Prime stuff, which I will mention obviously as well. We will have positive stuff in this video, but holy shit, these mines, and if you're lucky, you're online when the Exterminate is on there as a Void Storm. It lasts for I think 80 minutes, and I ran this 80 minutes straight until it popped back up. I ran it until it was gone. It popped back up. I ran it again and again and again and again, and I cannot count how many hours I've spent in this shit show of a mission. What do you have to do in this mission? It's an easy mission. Do you know what? We will run one. Oh wait, do we have? Yeah, that's a forma in the common. Okay. I will just walk you through this mission, and you will see how absolutely brain dead this mission is. You can do this while completely not focusing on the mission itself, and still you will be done in 4 to 5 minutes. But here's the deal. If my Railjack wasn't that kitted out to begin with, right, which I've done through Grineer Railjack when it first came out, and when I got back into the game, when I was like, okay, I give Railjack another shot, which probably is a year ago or so. Yeah. So I was on level 5 on all intrinsics. Maybe some level 6s in there, I don't know. But yeah, we just completely ignore the Railjack part. We go into our Archwing, go down here, boom boom, get the security nodes destroyed, and you can do the part with the cruise ship with your Railjack, so you don't have to go into there. A nice side effect of going into this though is you will get a couple of relics up front, not relics, reactants up front. So yeah, this is why I format my Wukong. This mission gave me the excuse to for my Wukong multiple times and re-level him in here, because what are these guys going to do? Kill me? That's not gonna happen. So yeah, get a couple of reactants. Was 3 right now. Go back to the Railjack, go back out. The cruise ship will be destroyed momentarily, and while you're waiting on that, you can go to entrance for the ship and chill out here for a second. Obviously, you could go and pilot the Railjack by yourself to kill the cruise ship with the artillery really easily, so you don't have to go inside. Once you have dealt with the cruise ship and the 2 security nodes, you are in just a normal exterminate mission. So all you have to do, run through, kill everything, let the twin kill stuff as well, and just have a run through a regular exterminate mission, basically, right? So Corpus Railjack doesn't really need you to fly your Railjack all that much, which I know for a lot of people, that is a very good sign. But I just think it's fucking boring. It's absolutely fucking boring. Why did I grind a Railjack? Granted, I did that before the lesser requirements were patched in, right? So yes, I did get my resources back. Sure, but the initial grind for this thing was insane and not enjoyable at all. It was terrible, right? Which is why I didn't want to play Railjack for that long, right? But obviously we are now back into it because you had to, and we will see, or you will see rather, what happened to my Railjack while farming this and this mission, as well as the Grenier Void Storms for the Epitaph. You will be surprised. You will be surprised, and yeah, I will mention the positive side effects of this farm later. But depending on where you're at with your Railjack progression and stuff, this farm is gonna be soul crushing. And I really think if you are a player that plays this game very casually and doesn't have a lot of time, and cannot grind this mission over and over throughout a whole night, 3 nights in a row, I don't think you will farm Sevagoth. And my recommendation would be, do you know what? Just farm up Platinum and buy him. I know he is expensive, but that's a better use of your time. For the most part. Another new optics blueprint. Oh my god, that is like... yeah. I saw this pop up a little bit too much. I sold all my duplicates that I had before I went out and said, okay, all I need is the chassis. That's all I need to farm. I have 1 Neuroptics blueprint left. I have 1 system blueprint left. So I crafted both of these things and I was like, good. Now let's see just how many duplicates we will get, right? And obviously we will have to subtract the 1 we just got right now for good measure. So, let's hop into inventory. Search for Sevagoth. I mean, 7 Neuroptics and 2 systems dropped before I got my chassis blueprint. Which is like, oh no! That's brutal. That's brutal, right? Let's talk positive side effects. You get prime parts. Hey, you know what that means? Yeah, I finally got a couple of things done that I wanted to get done. Also, parts you find, you can scrap them for Endo if you don't need them. And I'm on 25k Endo right now. Let me tell you that I maxed out 2 primed mods during this. So the Ender return is no slouch. The Grenier Void Storms netted me a whole bunch of credits that it barely made a dent into my account while maxing out 2 primed mods. Which ones did I max, you might ask yourselves? The one that I was telling you that I want to max it out, which is Primed Reach, so that's finally done, and Primed Firestorm. Right? Those are the 2 mods that I completely maxed, and you might think to yourself, oh, now this loadout makes a whole bunch of sense. You are correct. You are absolutely correct. We are using Primed Sure-Footed in this Wukong setup. I need to invest another Forma so I can change out the aura, but that will happen at some later point. Yeah, basically I did reset this guy 2 times, right? Added a numbral forma, and I think the one for the Exile slot, yes. These 2 were added, and I was max rank pretty fast again. Granted, I still had the 3-day affinity booster that I got from the Sword Teeth, so yeah. Oh boy. You saw how many duplicates that were, right? And the epitaph wasn't that bad. I got the blueprint doubled, but that's all, right? So, yeah. I mean, we have the epitaph now. And if you want to copy this primer build, feel free to do so. This is a 0 forma build. If you keep your galvanized diffusion on rank 8, why am I using this instead of barrel diffusion, you might ask yourselves? I don't know. For the primer setup, barrel diffusion is actually better. It's more multi-shot than galvanized diffusion, and we will not be getting kills with this. So, sorry about that. Fix my build while talking about it. That's nice. But yeah, it's just, I use galvanized diffusion basically everywhere else. So it was just probably muscle memory. But yeah, barrel diffusion itself makes more sense. This is a very achievable build. I know there are dual stat mods in here. There are 2 nightmare mods in here with lethal torrent and stunning speed. Honestly, not too hard to farm. Captain War in the Void, easy to farm. Also, these cost around 10 plat each, so it's not that bad, right? It's my main source of income, are dual stat mods, by the way. So yeah. And Perpetual Agony is perfectly fine if you don't have the Augur mod, like I don't have the Augur mod, right? So I was like, alright, let's just use this one. It's 30% status duration. We are proccing 200% status chance, and we are proccing not only viral and heat, but also blast, because the quick shot has a radial attack, right? Very nice primer. And the newest addition to my arsenal is this amazing Nikana Prime, which I finally, we might have invested 3 forma into this already. And there will be a 4th one. Because yeah, Sacrificial Steel needs to be maxed at some point. But yeah, that's a nice side effect. Getting the epitaph is a very nice side effect. I really like this over the Kuvanu core, to be honest. Yes, the Kuvanu core has 4 elements, which is better for condition overload. I know, but I don't know. I kind of fell in love with the epitaph as a primer, and the Nikana Prime as well, obviously. So that's all well and good, right? Those were the positive side effects. I was also able to finish up a set that I had to finish up for a long time. So hello to Octavia Prime, which accidentally I made a Steel Path viable build without investing any forma. And I was like, okay, that's great. I'll take this. Feel free to copy this build. It's not finished, obviously, but for 0 forma investment, this feels quite comfy. Although the cooldowns are in like 30 seconds, which can be a little bit iffy. You need to cast a little bit more for regular Star Chart purposes. There we go. Don't quite need the amount of strength we had. And you might be better off with just using more duration, right? Just so you have to cast way less. But yeah, this works absolutely great in Steel Path. Currently I have Arcane Deflection in here because I was running into a lot of slash procs, which I didn't enjoy too much, so I made myself immune, right? I was so surprised how well this build worked. Yeah, quite enjoyable, not gonna lie. No forma in there, which is nice. What else? There was more. Oh my god, what else did I finish? I did complete more primed sets. Oh god, now I can't remember. Let's take a quick look. Warframes. Which primes? I think Octavia was the only one, right? Yeah, that was the only one. Okay, that's good. That's fine. But, right, we did finish the Sakti Prime, finally. That was lying around for quite a bit. The Magnus Prime is finally finished. So, that's a mastery right there. Don't mind 2 unranked Lexes in here. That is for another day when I do get the Aklex Prime blueprint again, which I must have sold by accident at some point. Yeah, so that's fine. Also, speaking of Prime stuff, right, we made progress. We didn't finish everything, but we made progress on a good number of things. We finished the Iphona Prime, which I need to level, so that's coming up. We did drop some Fang Prime blueprints and Handle blueprints, which is nice. We are closing in on Inaros, and we are closing in on Nesha Prime, which is quite nice. This is something I need to farm up ASAP. They get some Nidus blueprints, actually, as well, which is good. We only need the chassis blueprint. So good stuff there. We made progress on the Panthera Prime, and that's it. That is pretty much it for the Prime parts. So, good amount of progress. I popped way too many relics, and I'm still sitting on way too many relics. Yeah. How many void traces do we have? Over 1,000 still. I was making so many relics radiant, popped them, and I just got so many void traces back. It's amazing. It felt good for that. Yeah, speaking of a shit ton of mastery, the observant of you noticed I'm MR26 and almost halfway to MR27. Take a look at this, 61.5k Railjack intrinsics. What the fuck? That's like 30k or more that I added onto this, I think, if I remember correctly. I think so. So, my Plexus was leveled for a long time, I think. But the real shocker are the intrinsics. I wasn't like level 5 on all of them, and now I'm on level 8 and even rank 9 in piloting. Like, what? What? That's insane. And we will gain even more. What's the tactical level 9 skill? Tactical mod cooldown. What's gunnery? Reloading on weapons are overheated. Will cool weapons. That's a good one. Necromech stuff. On call. Let's get gunnery to rank 9 then. Kaboomy. This is mind-boggling. Honestly. Now we are on 63k Railjack intrinsics. That's insane. That's insane. Obviously, we did do some leveling. We did do some Steel Path progress as well on the completion side there. And I was working on a lot of different Warframes. A lot of builds are coming up soon. So there is definitely stuff to look forward. But yeah, I just wanted to get this off of my chest. Like, this farm was a fucking chore, honestly. And I will definitely not farm a second Sevagov set. If I get it by accident, sure. If not, I don't mind. I don't mind. Depending on how good the frame feels to play, I will honestly just feed him to Kaizen, to my Helminth. Because I cannot be bothered to farm this thing again. But I will feed him to the Helminth, that's for sure. His subsumed ability is just too good. We will keep one of the duplicates, because you never know if you randomly get a second one. Or like a chassis to drop. Right? Oh, also this one. Bye. So yeah, that had to get off of my chest. I'm sorry if you didn't if you didn't enjoy that too much. But yeah, fair warning, if you want to do this farm, I would highly recommend doing this with 3 of your friends. And just blast through it. I have some banter along the way. I was watching an old VOD of something, and I was just like, I was focused on my left screen way more. I didn't pay attention too much, so we potentially could have saved some time while focused down on the farm, but God, I couldn't do it. I had to distract myself from this piece of shit farm. Oh my God. But yeah, as I said, we had a couple of good things happening as well, so I'm kind of glad. But yeah, coming up soon, since we did talk about our Samurai Queen loadout, right? I want to talk about Baruch, which is a Warframe that I've tested. Now that I finally farmed him up, I invested a little bit of time exploring different kinds of builds, different ideas, and I accidentally made a build that was able to do the steel path. And quite comfortably, without any forma investment, and I was like, dude, that's amazing. So we will talk about Baruch soon, promise. We will talk about Necros soon, because yeah, we will talk about him soon. I think I found a way to make him feel better again when you play him solo, but yeah. Also, Nesha, regular Nesha, went through a 2-hour steel path survival without any forma investment on the frame itself. That was quite nice, and I don't think I made a 0 forma Nesha build. So that could be coming as well. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up, I think. We will talk about Eidolon hunting soon again, because I want to give you my final thoughts on my updated setup, and I want to show you that setup in detail for those of you who are interested. So yeah, that will happen soon as well. So we have a good amount of stuff laid out that will come in very soon, which is great. Looking forward to that. I hope you guys will have fun with the builds that are coming up. And oh yeah, also I need to mention, oh, we have the Serofa on her, that's right. But if you just go to Necros, the Epitaph and the Guandao Prime, both without any forma, will shred through the steel path. And I want to show that off as well, right? I kind of showed it off a little bit with good old Loki boy over here with the Guandao and the Kuvanukor. No, I showed it off with the Atomos, which is even better, right? So yeah, really cool stuff for budget builds, for mid-game players are coming. And you know, I really enjoyed making the video about Garo Prime, where I showed you my, like, it's not quite one. No, actually, this one is finished for me. This Warframe is at the power level that I want her to be, and yeah, that's just a finished build, and I was so glad to show that off. Obviously, we switched out the Saw Nikana that we were using for the Nikana Prime for now, because I want to play a little bit more with that and test stuff around a little bit. But yeah, holy crap, that was a lot of rambling. We will move on. So, as I said, very excited for the content that is coming, and yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this rant. Have a good day, and as always, take care. Bye.